What's going on, everybody? Coach Gary here. Tonight we've got the Nets versus the Celtics in game two. Uh, Matchup predictor, as you can see right here, predicts that, just to say it nicely as I can, the Brooklyn Nets don't have a chance to win this game. As you can see, the match predictor says the Celtics have an 87.9% chance to win, meaning the Nets only have a 12.1% chance to win. At least it gives them a double figure chance to actually win this game. I think they can win. Kevin Durant's going to have a pretty good offensive game. Kyrie's going to have to match or be close to what he did the last game or the first game for these guys to win. And I think it has great implications because it's not saying that they won't win, but being two down to the Boston Celtics is going to be really rough for the Nets to win. I have heard some rumors that maybe Ben Simmons could play in game four. As you can see right down here in the injury report, he's the only player not playing. Ben Simmons, point guard, out. But I have heard some sources say that he could possibly play in game four. And the way things are going, well, it depends on what happens in this game. Game four might be the last game for the Nets. But like I said, the Nets are very capable of winning this game. We will see. Marcus Smart gets an award today. I don't know if that was a sixth man or top defender or whatever. I think it is. But anyway, as you can see right here, match predictor is giving the Celtics the big spot or big chance to win this game tonight. And so this game is going to be starting up here. Marcus Smart pull up with, DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year. He pulls up with the Rogue Defensive Player of the Year. All right, Marcus Smart. So this game is going to get started here shortly. What's going on, Michael Smitty? And I'll be right back after that. Wait, before I leave, Michael Smitty, are you watching the Nets versus the? Well, I guess you have to. If you're watching the game, who do you think is going to win this game? And if the Celtics win, which I think they will, do you give the Nets a chance to win this series? Testing one, two. Testing one, two. There we go. Little upbeat something right there. All right, this game's getting ready to get started here in a few, and I'll be right back. What's up, you guys? Michael Smitty in the house. Darth Gillis, what's going on? Happy 420. Been a great day. What's going on, dude? All right, so Nets. Nets and the Celtics. Uh, yeah, I got here just a little bit late, but did the Celtics get on the floor? I don't know. Looks like the score is 9-0 right here. I imagine they'll wake up here shortly. While that's going on, let me take a look at who is doing the scoring. All right, a 9-0 opening right there for the Nets. 9:27 left in the first quarter. Brown has done all the scoring by himself. 3 of 3. 1 of 1 from the 3-point line. Okay, Mr. Brown. Didn't think it was going to be him. And he's the only person who has scored in the entire game so far. Later on tonight, 8 o'clock, we've got Philadelphia versus Toronto. And at 9:30, the Bulls versus Milwaukee. I wonder, Coach. I just wonder. Should I? Could I?
The nice question. Which duo will score more points? Durant and Kyrie, Tatum and Brown. I'm going with Durant and Kyrie. I'm going with them C's. I'm going with Tatum and Brown.
No. I'd go with Durant and Kyrie. Doesn't mean that they're going to win the game. Just means they're going to do. You would think they would do all the scoring, but right now, Brown is doing all the scoring. Okay, here we go. Jaylen Brown is fouled by Curry.
Curry thought that whistle was going on him. He was ready to get hot. The foul away from the play.
Actually, it was not Curry. He didn't touch him. Fouls away from the ball. Jaylen Brown with the ball now. Gets that over. And now Tatum. Back to Tice, who hits it. Boston gets on the board. Scores 9-2. Kyrie Irving calling out the play, being guarded by the defensive player of the year. He goes by him, pulls up, he misses, and there's a foul called on the ground. I think that was called on Tice. That was on against Drummond. Excuse me, it was against Tice on Drummond. Brooklyn gets it in. Durant with the ball. He's being guarded by Brown. Pulls up. And it's good. 11-2. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Make sure you guys hit that like button. The score is correct, 11-2. Jaylen Brown kicks that to Tice for 3, off the mark. Really off. Durant with the rebound. He comes down, gets over to Curry. He's on the left side of the court, waiting for that screen, crossover dribble. Now he goes back. He loses the ball. It is a turnover. Jaylen Brown gets it to Horford. Now back to Horford. And it's good. And the Boston Celtics have now begun to play.
And the Celtics had 21 fast break points the other night. But look at the skill of Al Horford. Obviously,
Horford with the layup.
But he busts out on the dribble, gives it up, keeps running, gets it back, and finishes. The Celtics have size and skill. Horford, 35 years of age.
Horford misses the free throw. Kyrie Irving. Backdoor cut. Tice throws an alley-oop to Tatum. Misses it. Durant with the rebound. He tries to pull up at the free throw line. Is stripped by Horford. Another down the court pass. That was a overhead bounce pass to Tatum, and Tatum missed it because he was accosted under the basket. And they're going to take a look at this. Smart overhand bounce pass, and Curry hard foul. Nothing above the shoulders. Yeah, you can't even hit guys hard. You can't. It's probably gonna get a flagrant one. They're saying, but hey, Coach K's in the building.
There's Coach K watching a couple of his former players.
But yeah, you can't foul hard these days.
Coach K could go to almost any NBA game and watch some of his former players.
That's a good point. They're everywhere, and of course Seth Curry, part of that program too. So Duke on Duke crime, and just seeing if it rises to the level.
Let's see if I can get one right here. That's what's important.
This is Noble and Eric Lewis. We have Michael Hutchin with us from Sea Caucus. You can explain a little bit more what you're looking at and maybe what your thoughts are about this one. What do you have?
Yeah, what they're looking for, Brian, is this last part. They're taking a look to see whether there's a follow-through there.
There's no follow through. He just fouled the guy.
Wind up, there's not so much there, but they are looking for that grab and that pull there at the end to see whether they can do that as being significant enough to get the play without penalty one. That's what they're looking for right now.
Thank you for the explanation. We'll get an announcement here from Eric Lewis.
But you never know these days. And Curry gets he gets a flagrant one. There's Ben Simmons not dressed again. They said he might be prepared to play. It's a possibility that Ben Simmons could play in Game 4. It won't matter if Brooklyn doesn't win, because they're definitely not going to win. If Brooklyn doesn't win in the next 2 games, it's not going to matter.
It was the first buzzer beater for the Celtics in the last 12 years.
Score 11-6 Brooklyn.
2010, and as I mentioned, there's never been a buzzer beater in the playoffs. All the winning and the storied history of the Celtics.
Defensive Player of the Year takes the ball out. That's Marcus Smart. Gets it in to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown to Tatum. Tatum being hounded by Brown. Tatum loses the ball out of bounds, but it's still Boston's ball. They have 15 seconds to score. 7 minutes, 29 seconds. Ball is thrown into Tatum. He drives, Euro step. Slightly blocked. Kyrie Irving gets it out to Brown. Brown stops, hands it to Kyrie. Thought about the three. He's being guarded by Marcus Smart. Behind the back dribble. And it goes out of bounds off Kyrie. Try to throw that over around, and it goes out of bounds.
Smart quickly down the floor. Brown hangs, and Durant got a hand on it.
A lot of deflected balls going on there. Durant got a hand on it, got it to Brown. Brown got that over to Kyrie. Pulls up. Free throw is good. 13-6. Brooklyn. Jaylen Brown gets to the Tice. Smart thought about the three, got it down to Tice, and he dunks on Kevin Durant. KD gets that to Drummond, kicks it to Brown. Brown still scoring. Brown is the high scorer in the game. Brooklyn has 16 points. Brown has 12 of them. Jalen skip passes over to Jason Tatum for 3. That's off. Rebounded. Kevin Durant gets it to Kyrie. Back to Kevin Durant. 3-point basket. He's fouled by Tatum. I think that's his first.
I think we're going to have Tice coming out now. The Celtics have had a problem with the Nets already. Game 1
16-8 is our score. What's going on, everybody? Playoffs are underway. Second game right here. Drummond with the ball, way out top. Backdoor cut to Durant. He tried to dunk it. He's fouled by Williams. Sends him to the line.
Durant, a great offensive read here. They're going dribble handoff, but Smart.
He was definitely bumped.
Trying to beat him to the spot, loses vision, and gets back cut.
Durant hits his first free throw. Brooklyn still has that stiff arm on Boston right now. 5:54 left in the first quarter. 17-8. Durant hits both of them. He must be a 90% free throw shooter. 18-8, 10-point lead. Jaylen Brown brings it down, tries to go around his man. He is fouled. I think that was Edwards. He's guarding Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has the ball again. Still being guarded by Edwards. Gets that back over to Smart. Smart waiting for somebody to move. They do. Marcus kicks it out to Horford. He pulls up short jumper. Is good. This game is being played in Boston. Kyrie Irving gets it. Now it's down low to Durant. Skip pass to Curry. Wide open 3. Knocks it down. 21-10. Jaylen Brown on the left side. 3-point basket is no good. That was not Jaylen Brown who shot it. Durant goes around the screen. Ooh, and he's fouled. Throws it up. Goes in and out. I think they may have called that on the floor. Bruce Brown leading all scorers. He's taking a break. Durant was shooting, so he is at the line. Hits the first one. Nothing but nets.
We've seen a little of that in the first half. We saw him have the outstanding game in the play-in.
What's going on, everybody?
9 rebounds.
The two people are in here. You are, as Durant says, the real MVPs. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Bruce Brown is the next third most important player right now, and has been, and his game is really elevated. Brooklyn leads it by 13.
Celtics have the ball. They get it to Jaylen Brown, number 7. He dribbles back into the lane, goes up strong, hits 2. Kyrie Irving brings it down now. Kyrie Irving to the basket. Baseline cut off. Gets that back to Durant. Now to Curry. Edwards throws it. Not quite throw it away, but it is a turnover. And they say that is the 5th turnover for the Nets. 23-12. And Jaylen Brown is fouled. That is called on Edwards. Edwards just into the game about a minute ago. He has 2 fouls already.
Jaylen Brown will go to the line for a pair. Uneven game for Brown in game one. He did score 23, but
Jaylen Brown's at the line, 23-12. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown misses the first.
the Candles free over-under contest is back. Put your takes to the test while you watch tonight's game. Just head to fanduel.com/over-under. Make your picks. Compete for a share of $5,000 in prizes. Jaylen Brown.
Made 2 huge plays late, though.
Jaylen Brown hits the second.
To cut it to 1, and then he started the sequence. They let Rudy basket, feeding Dragic to the baseline, making a pass out to Smart, and there was one more pass for the game winner.
Kyrie Irving pulls up. Tough shot is off. Smart with the rebound. Gets that out quickly to Jaylen Brown. He goes between his legs about 3 times. Now he gets it out in the Al Horford backdoor cut. Patty Mills fouls White on that backdoor cut. 10-point lead. Brooklyn came out kind of hot. Well, can we say Bruce Brown for Brooklyn came out hot. He has 12 points. He's on the bench right now. Still leading all scorers. White steps up to the line for Boston and hits his first free throw.
Their roster at the trade deadline, White, one of those players, acquired February 10th from the Spurs. And Boston had a great run at the end of the year. 21-6 with White in green. Boston.
White still on the line. He misses the second one, 50%. And now Patty Mills is in there taking over the point guard responsibilities. Screen set by Kevin Durant. Now a handoff to Kyrie. Now back to Kevin Durant. He's being guarded by White. He shoots a hard shot. This one's close to going in. Misses it, but he was fouled on the play. Couldn't dribble that one, but now Kevin Durant's on the line. What was this? Was that Kenny Smith that said Durant? No, that was not Kenny Smith. It was Skip Bayless who said if you had looks like Kyrie Irving's going to the locker room. If you had LeBron James or Kevin Durant at the end of the game to close, who do you go to? Skip Bayless says you go to Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant will finish, especially if he has to shoot free throws. He'll step up and hit them. 90% from the line. Good choice, Skip. Skip. All right, Pritchard in there has the ball right now. Gets it over to White. White drives. He's fouled. Not sure what's wrong with Kyrie. He's headed to the locker room. Maybe he just has to use the restroom. Time out on the floor. All right, score is 25-14. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first quarter for the Nets. For the Nets, Kevin Durant has 8 points. Brown has well. Kyrie Irving has 2, and Curry has 3 points. The high rebounder for the Nets is Kevin Durant with 3. For the Celtics, Tatum has 2. Horford, Theis both have 4 points, and Brown has 3 off the bench. White has 1. The top rebounder. Wow, is this correct? Al Horford has 1 rebound. This cannot be right. They've got more than that. 2 rebounds. Oh, that's what it says. 2 rebounds. No, it must be 4 rebounds. I will take a look at that really quick, but that is the scoring statistics. Let's look at the team stats. Wow, the Nets shooting 63.6%, and Boston is shooting 41.7. 41.7 is not bad, but 63%, can they keep that up the whole game? The Nets have hit 3 out of 3. They're 100% from the 3-point line. Celtics have not hit any, but they've shot 4, so they 0%. That may be the difference in the game right there. Free throw shooting, Nets have hit every one of theirs. Boston is 57%. There's your rebounds right there. Rebounds. The Nets have 9. Boston has 2. A lot of that could be because the Nets are shooting 63.6% from the floor, so they're not missing a whole lot. What are they? 7 of the 11 from the field. Turnovers, they do have 5. Boston has 4. There's your points in the paint. And the biggest lead by by the Nets have been 13. Can the Nets hang on to this lead? And Kyrie Irving comes back out of the locker room. Oh, my bad. That's him going into the locker room. Oh, okay.
If he is fasting, he had to wait till sunset before he could take any food or liquid, and as just told you, sunset just passed.
This may be religious reasons right here for Kyrie. He went to get something to eat. He's fasting probably. It's Ramadan. He's observing that, and so Kyrie doesn't eat till after sundown, so he goes to get low energy there. Brown shoots, misses, rebound, out of bounds to the Celtics. And Kyrie goes to the locker room to get some energy. Yeah, Kyrie Irving is observing Ramadan, so he had to go to the locker room to get some nourishment. Doesn't eat anything till after sundown. Kevin Durant, nice little jumper, is on today. 27-16 is the score.
Claxton with the block. Claxton, Andre Drummond.
Claxton gets a block on Tatum. Ball's out of bounds, still to Boston. White finally gets it in, and Williams is fouled going to the basket. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first quarter.
Where you take the punishment and get the foul, but it's a good call. He's jumping toward Grant Williams. He takes a big hit. Grant Williams to the line. Both teams
Right in the chest.
probably could cut their fouls. Intensity levels up.
Williams steps up. He hits his first free throw.
But you don't want to be sending the teams to the line. We've seen this in a lot of the playoff games this year. A lot of first quarter.
Thank you for the one person in here in the chat. I appreciate it.
We've had now 19 foul shots. There have been 14 total fouls. Tice on the bench with 2 fouls. Brooklyn's made all of
And now 2 people in the chat. Thank you both for being in here. Celtics, Brooklyn. Brown hands that off to Patty Mills between the legs. Now he gets it to Kevin Durant. Back to Patty Mills. Pulls up right beyond the three-point line. Rattles that one in. And Brooklyn continues to score 29-18. Brooklyn. White now for Boston has the ball. Gets it to Al Horford. Al Horford backing down Durant. Shoots. It's thrown out of there by Claxton. Rebounded by Claxton. Dragic comes in, and he goes to the basket. He's fouled, and he hits the basket. Nice little move. That foul's called on White. Dragic hits the free throws. Ben Simmons stands on the sideline. White gets that to Al Horford, well beyond the three-point line, and Pritchard pulls a three-point shot just off. Durant gets it to Brown. That's Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown trying to get it to Durant. He does. Back to Brown. Brown in the lane. Now gets it to Claxton. Claxton kicks it back out to Patty Mills. Way up. Off the mark. Pritchard rebounds. It gets it to White. Now down to Tatum. He's being double teamed. Skip past to Pritchard. All the way over to Williams for 3. And he hits the 3. That's for Boston. Dragic throws it up to Claxton. He's fouled on the alley-oop by White. White's got to have at least two fouls. That was nice ball movement by Boston. They made that extra pass. 32-21. 31.9 seconds left in the first quarter. Claxton. Claxton hits his first. White comes to the bench, and Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, comes back out. He's deserving of that. Claxton misses the second one. Rebound by Jason Tatum. He dribbles to the right side of the court. Wide open 3 by Williams again is good. And here come the Celtics. 24-33, 18.7 seconds left. Durant will take the last shot. Or at least he'll hold it for the last shot. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Skip pass. 3. Brown. 2. It's blocked. Right at the basket, right at the end of the first quarter. The last seconds, the shot is blocked by Williams. Williams having a good game so far with 0.6 seconds left on the clock. Williams blocks that. The score is 33-24. All right, it's the Nets by 9. The same amount they were up at the beginning of the game, 9-0. right, so at the end of the first quarter, Kevin Durant has 10 points. Jaylen Brown came out really hot, scored the first 9 points for Brooklyn. He has 12. Drummond has not scored. Kyrie Irving's 2 points. He went to the locker room. He's observing Ramadan. After sunset is when he can eat. I think he's been fasting. It's assumed that he's fasting all day, so they don't eat anything or drink anything until the sun goes down. So he went in to get a little nourishment. He's back on the bench, eating a little snack, and he has 2 points. Curry has 3 points. Claxton off the bench with 1. Dragic has 3 points. Dragic has 3 points. And Mills has 2, all for the Nets. For the Boston Celtics, Tatum only has 2 points right now. Al Horford 4. Tice 4. But Tice has 2 fouls already. Jaylen Brown 3 points. Williams has 8, and White has 3. I think Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley, I think it was Charles that went with the Celtics, saying that Brown and Tatum will have 20 points apiece. They'll be the 2 high scorers for the Boston Celtics, and for the Nets, the 2 high scorers. They're calling for Durant and Kyrie Irving. Right now it's Durant and Brown. They also said there was a bet that Durant will score 30 points. He has 10 right now. He's on a good clip. Scoring the ball a lot easier than he did the last game. All right, we're back at it. What's up, Gerald? Coach, I've been training Andrew all day today. He told me he needs to catch his breath. I said, keep going. Yep. Got to work through the pain. Kyrie Irving back on the court. Looks like he might have a little more energy. Gets that pass to Dragic for 3. That's off. Rebound. Tice back out there. Gets that to Tatum on the right side. He wants to go all the way to the basket, but he loses the ball out of bounds, and it goes to the Nets. 33-27 is the score. Kyrie Irving back on the court to a lot of boos. Kyrie Irving goes baseline, still dribbling, wants to score. That right hand shot is good. He worked hard to get that one.
He had no room to get that dribble through there and got it through anyway.
35-27. Brooklyn. Tice with the ball. He has Claxton on him. Tries to get that into Jason Tatum, but he's fouled by Dragic.
Well, neither team conceding anything. They're not going to concede the pass to Tatum. Dragic fighting hard to deflect that pass, ends up fouling him. We're seeing it at both ends. Intensity very high right now. You just got to be very smart.
Tatum turns the corner, and on the right side.
Tatum assist
Well, give him credit. He's struggling on
to
defense,
Tice.
but that's his 4th assist of the night already. He had 8 in the first game.
Kyrie Irving being guarded by Marcus Smart. That ball goes off of Marcus Smart.
And that'll be Brooklyn ball.
Gary Payton at the game.
Receiving his defensive player of the year. He's wearing the
He actually presented Marcus Smart with the Defensive Player of the Year trophy earlier.
It's our home court. Let's take care of business. Strong, baby.
And Dragic to the basket. Scores for Brooklyn. 37-29. Brooklyn continues to score. Unlikely scorers. Tatum goes all the way to the basket. Layup is no good. Bruce Brown comes out, gets that to Curry for 3. And Curry sinks it. Ooh, they're thinking that was a goaltend.
No, I think Tyler Ford looked over and thought Ime Udoka was signaling for a timeout. That's what I think happened.
Tyler Ford kind of tapped on his chest as if to say, my bad. And so we play on here.
We thought it was a timeout. There wasn't. Now Marcus Smart brings the ball down, hands that to Jaylen Brown. Had a 3, turned it down. Gets it all the way down to Tice, who lays it up.
Sometimes you receive a word like that, you become a target.
Now Dragic, ball on the left side. Screen is set. Looking to pass the ball. Here comes Drummond with the screen. Dragic gets it to Drummond. He puts the ball on the floor all the way to the basket. He's fouled by Williams. And since he was in the act of shooting, he goes to the line.
Gary Payton over the years several times about his win as Defensive Player of the Year award as a guard. He is very proud of that accolade. But in those conversations, Marcus Smart's name often came up. And I just spoke with Gary about it again yesterday. He was so excited for Marcus.
All right, thanks for everyone who is watching out there in YouTube land. Cousins, if you guys are watching what's going on. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Look at Marcus Smart. He comes in with a robe on that says DPO, Defensive Player of the Year. Even beforehand, he already knew. 40-31 is the score. Brooklyn sustains a 9-point lead. Now it's a 10-point lead with 9 minutes left in the second. What's up, Andrew? Coach, I need one of my coaches telling me to run some laps and do some push-ups and other things. Hang in there, bud. Marcus Smart shot a 3, missed that one. Curry to Brown with the alley. Brooklyn playing decent basketball right now. 43-31. Marcus Smart. Screen set by Tice. Marcus Smart drives. He loses the ball out of bounds. Boston seems to be a little bit out of sorts right now. Offensively, that is. Heck, defensively, too. Brooklyn's 43 points. Drummond has the ball trying to get it to Durant. Now he gets it over to Curry. Curry calls for the screen. Curry pulls. Long 3 is off. Tice with the rebound. Gets it out to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown thought about the 3. He has Drummond on him. Step back 3 is off. Rebound, Kyrie Irving. 2 quick 3s by each team. Now Curry gets that to Kevin Durant. Back to Curry. Curry thought about the 3, turned it down, gave it to Brown. Brown in the lane. He misses. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Bank shot. That shot that nobody uses anymore. Bank shot is good. You have to if you want to get better. I know what I'm doing. Okay, Gerald. Yeah, Andrew, trust your trainer. So you guys got a tournament. What do you say on the 23rd? So you don't know who you're fighting and who you're boxing yet. You just know there's a tournament. All right, score is 45-31, 7 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Statistics go like this. The Nets, they've cooled down just a little bit. They were shooting 63% from the field just a few minutes ago, and now they're shooting 60. Still a great percentage. 45 points with 7 minutes, 28 seconds left. The Celtics are shooting 41.7%. They have 31 points. The next statistical category will tell you or show you where the difference is. 3-point shooting. Brooklyn is 4 of 7. They were actually 3 of 3 earlier, 100%. They're shooting 57% from the 3. That's not bad. Where Boston is shooting 3 of 10 for 30%. Free throws. Once again, earlier Brooklyn was 100%. Now they're 11 of 13 for 84%. Not bad. 84.6. You might as well say 85%. Boston is shooting 8 of 11 for 72%. Brooklyn's out-rebounding Boston 16-7. There's your assists, steals, blocks, your turnovers 5 and 6. Respectively, Brooklyn has 5, Boston has 6 turnovers. Not great, but not terrible for either team. Who's got the most in the paint? That would be Brooklyn, 12, and Boston, 10. And that just changed a little bit ago because Boston was leading there for a few minutes. And the largest lead by Brooklyn has been 14. All right, looks like Marcus Smart drives into the lane and he gets fouled. So he was in the act of shooting. He's on the line.
Jaylen Brown 1 for 3. They've got 6 turnovers.
And you need to eat your vegetables. Eating a lot of junk food can make you weak. Definitely can't get a lot of nutrition out of junk food. Yeah, I guess if you're training, you got to eat right too. Makes a lot of sense there, Gerald. Marcus Smart misses, but Durant knocks it out of bounds. So it's still Brooklyn's ball.
Robert Williams. Stephanie have more on his progress.
Robert Williams was not on the injury report. I guess he was a last-minute thing. Tice skip past to Marcus Smart for 3. My goodness, what a shot by Marcus. And as the commentator said, that was a 4-point trip. Now the score is 10 points. Kyrie Irving gets that to Brown. Brown drives. He loses it out of bounds. So Brooklyn with the turnover. Smart goes all the way to the basket. Nice switch of the hands for a layup. And Steve Nash calls the timeout. 45-37 is the score. Marcus Smart knew Drummond was coming. Boy, he switched it on him. All right, another timeout on the court.
What are you doing today?
Just living the fine life, baby. Great.
No, I'm not. Just blocking off my calendar.
No. Best plan?
Andrew, if you want to steal box, you have to work. Look at Muhammad. I saw that Ali down there, and I thought you were gonna since I renamed Jackson Ali. I thought that's who you were talking about. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Heck, all those great boxers. All those great boxers. One thing they have is a will to work out. Interesting how they can change their thought process and start working out really strong, really hard, and just hey, get their mind right and just say, look, I'm cutting out all the bad habits. They even, and I know Andrew can't do this, but they even move themselves to areas where they don't do anything but focus on getting in shape and focus on the match at hand. And I guess is what you have to do because anything else in your life could be a distraction. So that's why I push Andrew to work. Yeah, I'm sure he understands. All right, so we got a little timeout here. And with that timeout, we can see that Kevin Durant still stuck on 10 points. I don't know Charles Barkley. I don't know if Durant's going to score 30 tonight. With 6 minutes and 34 seconds, it's still possible. He's going to have to. It looks like Kyrie Irving only has 6. But I think he's looking a little bit better, like he has a little bit more energy after he went into the locker room and got himself something to eat. He is observing Ramadan. Bruce Brown, 14 points. Drummond only has 1, the big man under the basket. Kyrie Irving has more rebounds than anybody on their team with 4. Jason Tatum's only scored 2 points. Tice has 8. A lot of assists by Jason Tatum to Tice. And Williams has 11 off the bench. Drummond gets a rebound and throws it down in traffic.
For the last 8 or 9 years, he's number 1 in rebound percentage this year. 4-time rebounding champ, and he needs to assert himself.
Marcus Smart gets it to Jaylen Brown behind the back dribble. He has Brown guarding him. Williams gets it to Marcus Smart for a 3-point shot. That's off. Bruce Brown with the rebound. Durant switches over, comes to the right side, tries to bounce past that between 2 defenders to Drummond, is deflected out of bounds.
Drummond's size, athleticism, and will to get this done. Fights through the traffic and gets up and finishes with a dunk. They could use a lot of that tonight.
Drummond gets that to Kevin Durant, back to Drummond. He tries to dunk that one. Brown with the rebound. I think Brown is fouled. Brown doing all the dirty work for Brooklyn right now. The score is 47-37. Biggest lead has been 14 points. There's now 5 minutes and 35 seconds left.
They are taking it. The Nets are taking it to the Celtics on the glass.
3 offensive rebounds.
Al Horford comes back in for Tice.
Tice will sit. They put those 2 early fouls. 5.5 to go.
Curry to Drummond. Drummond back to Curry is blocked. But I think it was called a goaltend.
Did it hit the backboard? Let's see. Oh, he hit the backboard. And the ball hit the backboard.
Hit the backboard.
Excellent call. Celtics fans, of course, disagree with it.
49-37.
Right call.
Brooklyn still
I really
leading.
don't know how the referees get that call right as often as they do. That is such a quick
It is a quick,
call to make. Bang, bang, up there on the glass.
quick call to
They
make.
get it right a lot more times than they get it wrong.
Marcus Smart goes into the lane. He's out of control a little bit. Misses. Back quickly is Curry and Brown, but Curry misses the three. Al Horford brings it down. Skip pass over to Williams, who drives, throws it up with his right hand on the left side, and he's fouled in the air. I think Curry got him that time.
I think sometimes they took it the wrong way. You know, they took my
49-37, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Excuse me, in the first half. Williams on the line for Boston. And he hits the first.
All right, take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Courtesy of Turkish Airlines. Tomorrow night on NBA TV, Mavs and Jazz. That series all tied in one apiece. Friday, ABC has Bucks Bulls Game 3 from Chicago. And then on ESPN Friday, doubleheader Heat and Hawks, Suns and Pelicans. Suns going to be without Devin Booker, at least for 2 games. After the Pels with a stunner.
Yep, Devin Booker got hurt last night for the Phoenix Suns, so that changes a lot of things. He could be out 3-4 games. Just I think it was just tightness in the hamstring though. Dragic comes off the bench. He's scoring a little bit for the Brooklyn Nets. He has 2 more points. Williams hands the ball to Jaylen Brown in close quarters. Jaylen Brown steps out of bounds after he tried to throw it down. Dragic brings it on to the left side. He's waiting for the screen. Now he's on the logo. Gets that over to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant stuck on 10 points. He has Horford on him. He drives, tries to pull up, and Horford strips the ball from him once again, just like he did earlier. Or was that Tatum? He basically just lost the ball that time. And then Durant fouls Horford. Are they in the bonus? No bonus. 51-39. Smart brings it down. Screen set by Tatum. Wanted to get it to Tatum. Now skip past to Williams. Fakes the 3. He skip passes to Jaylen Brown for 3. It's off, but Williams gets the rebound. Stays in the lane. Gets to the Al Horford, and he shoots a 3. Misses. Jason Tatum follows the shot to get the rebound. Misses it. Deflects it out of bounds. None of the usual scorers can get on tonight. Everybody else got to pick things up. Dragic saw a little opening. Drove. Pull-up jumper is good. Dragic off the bench, scoring readily. Now Marcus Smart bringing the ball down. He's a point guard. Skip passes that over to Williams. Horford kicks that out to Smart for 3. Smart misses the 3. Horford over the back of Patty Mills, gets the rebound, scores, fouls, and flexes on him.
Well, Boston should have an advantage on the offensive glass. They haven't tonight.
What's up, Jackson?
Bigger and stronger.
I have a fight coming up in May 15th. I'm fighting this one dude named Dennis. I don't think I heard of Dennis yet.
Second offensive rebound for the Celtics. And Horford able to turn it into points. Kyrie Irving.
But the way I met all you other guys, Jackson, Kid G, was another guy, Avi, it's all in this boxing, the boxing group. So Dennis will probably show up in here soon. Says and say, "Hi, what's going on, Coach? I'm new here. I am fighting Jackson." Dragic comes off the bench. Boy, he is heated up. So who are you going for, me or Dennis? All right, see, this is how I do things. Jackson Ali, since I know you now, you came in my live on my live stream. Oh my gosh, Dragic can't miss. I'm going for you definitely. I don't even know this dude, Dennis.
It's not been Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, but in the half court here.
All right, I'm definitely I'm gonna love to hear what Kenny and Shaq have to say right now, because you would think with the game on the line like it is for Brooklyn, Brown shoots and scores for the Boston Celtics, 57-44. Dragic, he misses this one. That was a heat check. Al Horford with the rebound. He kicks it. Dragic missed the jumper, and he goes down and gets an offensive foul.
Break here on this foul. He does wrap him up, but they catch a break that the foul was there because Horford turned.
Yeah, Jackson, I got to go for you, man.
Fast break headed the other way. So a break for
And the way everybody talks about you, you're probably gonna win this one. Tice goes to the line. He's fouled by Dragic, and he misses the first. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. It's a few people in here now, or have passed through here. So make sure you hit that like button.
Well, it's very quiet, and it's a 12-point lead that seems more like a 20-point lead, Frank. And Brooklyn's been in total control of this game.
Make sure you hit that like button. Kevin Durant for three. Kevin Durant hits the three. Hadn't heard from Kevin Durant offensively for a while there. It's now 60-45, 15-point lead. Jason Tatum, he's forcing it. Tries to drive. He turns it over. Claxton with the rebound. Or Claxton with the steal. Kevin Durant all the way to the basket. Complaining about a foul, but he did score. So here all of a sudden, Kevin Durant, in less than 30 seconds, has 5 points. Al Horford for three. He gets 3 of them back. Now a little pushing going on between Claxton and Tatum. I think Tatum's a little bit frustrated. Stop forcing it, big man. Let it come to you. They get double text.
There it is, and then after the play, a little push, another push. So a double technical there.
Double text.
Brian, by Brooklyn's offense tonight. Obviously, a lot of offensive talent up there. Really surprised with their defense. They've been outstanding.
Kevin Durant being guarded by Tatum. It's a turnover. Tatum finally gets him an easy basket right there. It's a dunk. 12-point lead. Brooklyn. Dragic still out there. Behind the back dribble. He's feeling it, but he kicks it to Patty Mills. Now they get the ball in Durant's hand. Patty Mills gets to Kyrie Irving in the corner. He pulls up short. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Lead pass down to Tatum. He took a three, and it's good. And now the stars are coming out. Those scores, I mean. Now Durant brings the ball down. Boy, he fakes out with a nice crossover dribble. Tatum. And they get it in the corner to Dragic, and he drains the three. 31.9 seconds left. Marcus Smart gets it over to Jaylen Brown, who wants to go all the way to the basket. He does. Oh, my gosh. How did that go in? But it went in. Kyrie Irving took it out quickly. Got it to Dragic. 22.4 seconds on the clock. Now Kevin Durant will slow it down. And now we get down to 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Durant kicks it to Dragic for a long three off the mark. And Tice throws it up too late there. So the score, 65-55. Brooklyn, 10-point lead. Brooklyn came out hot. Brooklyn stayed hot. And they lead at a half.
Is the 2022 NBA playoffs. It's presented by Google Pixel.
All right, let's check out the box scores. Check out the box scores and the statistics. See what's going on here in this game. All right, team stats look like this. The Nets have been able to sustain a 60% field goal percentage from the floor. They got up as high as 63. Boston 47. They are 18 of 38, where Brooklyn is 24 of 40. 3-point situation. Brooklyn 6 out of 12, but now Boston is 6 out of 19 for 31%. They weren't shooting that good from the three there earlier, but now it seems like threes are falling a little bit. Free throw shooting, the Nets are shooting 84.6% and Boston shooting 72. Rebounding, Boston leads, or it's ahead of Brooklyn. Excuse me, Brooklyn is ahead of Boston 19 to 13. There's your assist. That statistical category is being led by Boston. The blocks and the turnovers, both teams turn the ball over quite a bit. Brooklyn is just one turnover shy or short of Boston, 8 to 9. Points in the paint, that's being won by Brooklyn by 2. Fast break points also being won by Brooklyn. There's your fouls, and the largest lead by Brooklyn has been 17, believe it or not. Brooklyn's been shooting the ball very well, as you can see, 63 or 60%. And the scoring is not being done by who you would think, but Jaylen Brown came out really, really hot at the beginning of the game, and Kevin Durant is coming around. In fact, he is the leading scorer with the most points for anyone on the floor right now. He scored 5 quick points there at the end of the half. Kevin Durant now has 15 points and 3 rebounds. Jaylen Brown 14 points and 4 rebounds. In fact, Brown, Drummond, and Irving all have 4 rebounds. Drummond, the big man for the Nets, has 3 points. Kyrie Irving 6. Curry has 8 points. Now, a big story off the bench for Brooklyn was Dragic. He came in and scored 16 points, 7 of 10 from the field. Only one of them was a 3-point basket. And Claxton, the big man for the Nets, has scored 1 point, and Patty Mills has scored 2. So who's the highest rebounder? It'll be 3 guys. Brown, Drummond, and Irving all have 4. Now for the Celtics, Jason Tatum has 7 points. He did hit a 3 there at the end of the second quarter, so who knows? He could be heating up. Al Horford with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Tice has 9. Smart has 6. Brown has 7. By the way, I've said it several times. I'm sure you guys know it by now. As you can see the picture right here, it says DPO, that's Defensive Player of the Year. That was Marcus Smart this year. Williams off the bench has 13 points for the Celtics, and White has 3. The leading rebounder for the Celtics, Al Al Horford, and it should be. All right, so that's how the statistics go for this game so far. I've said that I think the Nets have to win this game. Not saying that they can't win the series if they lose this game, but boy, it's going to be kind of hard for them to win this game against the Celtics. Celtics are a good team. They're playing pretty darn good. They're playing pretty darn good basketball. Have been playing pretty good basketball for the last several weeks, 7 to 8 weeks, and I just cannot see the Nets winning this series. Not even having a chance to win this series if they don't win this tonight. It's just going to be really, really hard. Even though if the game switches and goes to Boston, switching goes to Brooklyn after this game, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at that. All right, here we go. First game, there it is. There's the score right now. We're in game 2, so yes, the next 2 games will be in Brooklyn. Can Brooklyn steal a game there to prolong this? Because after that, they come back to Boston, then back to the Nets, and then they'll end this series in Boston if it needs to go that far. All right, so we'll see what happens. It's halftime right now, and I'll be right back.
Seth Curry, he's played 18 minutes. He's knocked down 3 threes. He's got 11 points. As Tatum, first trip to the line here in this second half. Tatum just 2 for 9 in this game. And now 3 for 3 from the line. Hey, the NBA app brings the game to you. You can follow the playoffs, keep up with the latest news, and watch game recaps. Download the NBA app today. Brooklyn outshot Boston in that first half. Brooklyn shot 60% in the first half. They were better from three-point range as well. They half of their threes in Brooklyn. And they were +6 in rebounds. Was Brooklyn. Big story, as Stan mentioned, coming on game one. Curry finds Durant. Got to get one up here, one to shoot. Durant gets it up in time and short. Offensive rebound. Kyrie Irving finds Durant.
Oh, ball stolen by Jalen. And he is fouled. Come on, Irving, you knew better than that. Let him go when he gets to a certain point.
And Kevin Durant just has to have more awareness. He's thinking he's one-on-one here. Kevin Durant should learn by now in this series, he's never one-on-one. They're always coming with someone else to help. And a great left-handed finish by Jalen Brown.
That was some high-level competition right there. Both just flying back and forth. Irving and Brown swapping a little paint. It's a three-point trip for Boston. 20-8 is their run. Going back into the second quarter. 5-point game. As close as it has been. Curry. And trying to thread the needle. Drummond comes away with it. Horford got caught here. And that one goes and one for Andre Drummond.
Well, the Nets have had a couple fortuitous bounces here to pick up loose balls for buckets. Kyrie Irving picked up the loose ball, got it down for 3. Drummond right.
All right, so this is turn into a game after a halftime.
Well,
72-65.
Side out. Horford picks up the foul. Number 2 on Horford, and Eric Lewis came in after the fact and said the foul is on the floor.
That's a tough one there.
Prior to the gather is the explanation. 5-point game. Brooklyn with the ball. And Drummond with some room to roll.
Drummond.
Fouls, and again, that one counts.
Drummond to the basket.
On the shot.
The layup is good and a foul.
After all, this time down the floor.
So Drummond, much better ball handling skills.
Thanks for the 5 likes,
Andre Drummond,
everyone. Thanks for the 5 likes. We're moving on here.
over there and a good finish.
Picks up 3 fouls on
Al
Al Horford.
Horford from the free throw line, he misses. Brooklyn 72, Boston 65.
Struggle with their free throws. Going to have a foul on Curry away from the ball. Rooting out the man he's defending.
There's a foul on the play that's called on Curry.
Third, coach.
I understand
That was away from the ball.
Curry and Steve Nash. Yes, that's a foul. The entire regular season, that was a foul. That has not been a foul in these 2 games at all.
Jaylen Brown thought about the 3, crossover dribble.
You can't just change it now.
He hits that one, he misses that one, and Kyrie Irving with the rebound gets it up the court to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant tries to throw an alley to Drummond. It is deflected. Now Brown has it. That's Jaylen Brown. Skip pass over to Tatum. Tatum all the way to the basket. He kicks it to Al Horford for a 3, and it's good. And he turns and looks at the Brooklyn bench. Evidently, there must have been someone in his ear saying, "You can't hit that," but he did. Timeout on the floor. It is a 4-point game. That is as close as it has been in a while.
Bathrooms. Even if you don't have to go, you should try.
We all know where the bathroom is.
In
and
a
how to use
while.
it. Okay?
You know, the Stevensons told me they save money bundling their.
Mom, what you eat? Oh. Yeah, chili. I don't want no cheese toast. No, I don't want the cheese toast. You can warm me up some chili though. And some of that, them chicken strips we didn't eat all of. Oh, in your pot pie? In the freezer. What else did we have? Oh. Yeah. You can warm them up. Thank you, ma'am. Boy, I ain't doing nothing tonight. Everybody else around me is, though. I can't worry about what everybody else is doing. Let's focus on what coach is doing. All right, here we go. All right, Brown brings it down. He gets it to
What makes them so good? Everybody switches on defense.
Durant. Now back to Brown. Brown gets it back to Durant. He's being guarded by Tatum. Durant pulls up. He misses, but then the ball is out on Brooklyn. 72-68. Kyrie Irving gets it in Durant. Durant being guarded by Brown. It's a turnover, and Tatum wide open for the dunk. And Brooklyn has come all the way back. It is a 2-point game, 72-70 with 7 minutes and 29 seconds left. Skip pass to Curry, wide open three. He sinks that one and looks at the Boston bench. 75-70, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. So the big three for Brooklyn has got to be Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and Curry. Brown traveled, but it wasn't called. He tries to shoot over Curry, and it was a jump ball called. Kyrie Irving with the good defense.
We said Drummond is a very good handler and passer. And right there, gets the ball against the blitz, draws it out, and kicks it off to Curry. Andre Drummond has always had the ability to make those plays.
Kyrie Irving got fined $50,000 for his reactions to the crowd in Boston. They're letting him have it right now. Jaylen Brown did get the tip, but I think Brooklyn came out of there with it.
That's number 2 on Tatum. 5-point game. Boston's been as close as 4 after that 15-5 run.
I still think Boston's better off.
Kyrie has the ball. He's being serenaded by a bunch of boos. And Tatum fouls Durant away from the ball. Yeah, you gotta call it, right?
Kevin Durant was getting bumped and everything else trying to move without the ball. Now in the second
That's what Big Man was talking about in I can't remember the show. It was Stephen A. Smith and the big guy who used to play for the Thunder. He said Kevin Durant was getting punched. Come on, bro. Can't say punched. He was getting bumped all around like the refs weren't calling it. So, and I guarantee you, if he fights through, it's going to be called a offensive foul. Curry, another foul. Being a little bit handsy with Jaylen Brown. 77-70. Boston Celtics came all the way back to get this game to within 2. And now Brooklyn has pulled away a little bit. Created some space.
Neither team can afford to just give away fouls 45 feet from the basket.
4 on Curry.
Tice. Oh my gosh. Tice and Smart. A collision. Both guys seem to get up here. But man, what a collision that was. Dang.
Marcus Smart saying he got pushed, but I don't see that.
I heard that from the Boston bench.
Marcus didn't get pushed. It was maybe a little push on Tice. Drummond's called for the offensive foul now. Boy, these refs are calling it tight. You got to adjust.
This is not Andre Drummond's fault. Kyrie Irving goes early.
Yeah, he's got to wait.
Before the screen is set. Big guys get very frustrated with that when the guards go before the screen.
77-70, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
But Kyrie Irving's mistake.
Tatum has tried to get down the lane several times, and he's lost the ball every time. Just still trying to force that. It's not there.
Tatum and Durant both having the
Got to
same
pull
problem
up.
tonight. They just keep taking the ball too deep into traffic as if they don't expect defenders to be.
Kevin Durant shoots over Tice. Nothing there. Al Horford comes out of there. loses the ball, but he gets it to Brown, turns down the three. He leaves it for Tice. Tice banks it off the backboard, and it's good. 72-77, 5 minutes, 48 seconds.
He's 6 out of 7 tonight. He's got 13 points.
Now Kyrie Irving pulls up behind the free throw line. He misses. Tice with the rebound. Marcus Smart comes out of there, gets it to Brown. Brown thought about the three. Dribbles across the lane, being guarded by Durant. Between the legs dribble, he does. He wants to score, and he dribbles it off of his leg, out of bounds. Everybody's losing the ball tonight. 77-72.
Boston with their 12th turnover.
Well, here it is. He's just basically by himself. Not even great pressure from Durant. Still not a strength of Jaylen Brown's game. He's gotten better as a handler, but it's still probably.
And Jaylen Brown goes out of the game there after that
You have to know that
loss or turnover.
at halftime we're talking about the need for doing a better job taking care of the ball.
Claxton with the ball, hands it to Patty Mills. Patty Mills dribbles to the right side. Now he gets it to Durant. He's being guarded by Tatum. Durant gets to the free throw line, pulls up, off, rebound. Williams gets that to Hurford. Hurford hands it to Smart. Smart comes down, throws it to Tatum under the basket. He tries to throw it up quick. Over it does it. And now the Nets get all the way down and give it to Claxton, who slams it through. 79-72.
And when Bruce Brown gets the ball in the middle of the floor with a numbers advantage, he is an
Playing that game right now is like anything you do. Yeah, that was you, Durant. Be smart, bro.
So Durant fouls.
Everything you do seems to be like speeded up, and that's what Jason Tatum is going through tonight. He was fouled, so he goes to the free throw line. Time to calm down here and get his wits back together. He does hit that one. It's almost like he doesn't want to bring the ball down because people are slapping at it, so he tries to tries to throw it off the backboard while he's in the air. Oh, he misses a free throw, but it's tapped back in by Williams. Williams having a great game. It doesn't look like Kenny Smith or doesn't look like Kenny Smith or Charles Barkley are going to win these bets. They were saying that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving would be the ones scoring the most points on the team. Kevin Durant's not doing bad. Kyrie Irving is not going, unless he has an outstanding fourth quarter, not going to get 25 points tonight. Jason Tatum on the other end is same way. And Kevin Durant misses a free throw. Boy, must be some bad air in there tonight.
defense, very physical with him, down in the post, pressuring every pass, every dribble, every shot.
Kevin Durant steps up to the free throw line. White goes in there after the ball. He gets the rebound. Kevin Durant misses 2 free throws. When have you ever heard of that? Now Jason Tatum, with 4 minutes 11 seconds on the clock, he calls a play for himself. But Claxton is called for the foul. 79-75. Boy, it's a close game just like the last one. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left.
On the sideline, and I'm with him. It's like the referees got together at halftime and decided to call the game. That is a foul. He's got him wrapped up. But I watched the game and a half coming into this quarter, and they have
One person in the chat, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Let's see what we're going to do here today. Not going to close. Oh,
6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Williams may be the high scorer for Boston. 79-77 is a 2-point game again. Kyrie Irving with the ball. He drives, pulls up. Great defense. Rebound. Lead pass to Tatum. And it's blocked by Durant. But Williams gets the rebound. White gets it back over to Tatum. I bet you Tatum shoots. Step back three is blocked again by Brown. Tatum is trying to force it. Just take what they give you. If it ain't there, give it to somebody else. You don't score as long as your team scores. You're good. Kyrie Irving pulls up for three. Off. Rebound. Jason Tatum gets it out to White. 79-77. Marcus Smart. Euro step. Gets it to Tice. Tice short jumper is good. And it is all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third. Boston at home's come all the way back from 14. Actually from 17 at one time. Now Brown met in the air. No foul call. He puts it in there. That pass from Durant. Marcus Smart brings it down the left side of the court. He's been guarded by Kyrie. Now he comes to the right side, straight down the middle, loses the ball, but it was stripped and a foul is called. Yes, sir. 81-79. Very nice game. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Man, great time to take a look at the stats. See who's in foul trouble or whatever. I really picked the wrong musics. The wrong types of music here. I need to get some more upbeat. Here we go. All right, take a look at the stats. Box score is Kevin Durant, 17 points. Don't think he's going to get 30 today. He may get 27, 28 points, maybe. They are playing defense on him. Brown has 18 points. Drummond 5, Kyrie Irving 6 points. Curry has 14, and Dragic came off the bench early there in the first half, the second quarter. Scored 16 points, hadn't been back in there since, 11 minutes, hadn't been back in there. I don't know, the guy was hot. Coach took him out. Personal foul. The personal foul score, Kevin Durant has 4. Curry has 4. Then you have Drummond, Claxton, and Dragic with 3. 3 apiece. So with this being the third quarter, they're really not in foul trouble. Possibly Durant and Curry, especially if they get one more foul. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum, 12 points. Horford has 16 points. Tice has 15 points. Jaylen Brown, 10 points. And Williams, off the bench, with 17 points. Foul trouble, Al Horford has 4. That's about it. Got a couple of guys with 3, like Tatum and Tice and White, but everybody else is good. Who has the most rebounds? Tice has 6 rebounds. And who has the most rebounds for the Nets? That would be Kyrie Irving with 7 rebounds. Shortest guy on the court. All right, very interesting game, 81-79. Can Brooklyn hang on and win this game? Because, like I said, it's going to be really, really hard for these guys to win this series if they don't win this game. It's just, to me, Boston's just too strong to let these guys come all the way back. I just cannot see it. So far, Boston has outscored Brooklyn in this quarter, 24-16.
Serious words in that Boston huddle. He's at the line to
Marcus Smart hits his free throws. It is tied up 81-81. Irvin is being manhandled, and finally there's a foul called on Smart.
So it's down to 2 stars for each of these teams.
A little extra bumping going on there. He got away with the first one, and the ref wouldn't let him get away with the second one.
20 with 6 turnovers. Tatum and Brown 7 for 23 for 7 turnovers. But you can see.
Man, if my Hornets could play, if we could have just like 3 guys that would just focus on defense, man. I mean, serious defense, the Hornets could step up their game. I mean, we can score the ball. We just can't let other people score on you. Not at the clip that the Hornets do. We could just do that. The Hornets could be a decent team, but you gotta focus on defense. You gotta focus on defense. Kyrie Irving at the line, he hit his first. The second is also good. 83-81, Brooklyn. 2 minutes, 25 seconds in the third quarter. Marcus Smart goes all the way to the basket. It is missed. There's a foul, though, called on Tice. Tice from behind pushes Durant. Kevin Durant back on the line.
Last time at the line, Tice picks up his 4th foul. What fouls are just stacking up here. We're only at 2:18 in the third quarter. And
Kevin Durant hits it this time. He did previously miss 2 free throws. When have you heard of that? Now a 90% free throw shooter.
Focused on a player that you, the fans, voted for. Watch the game from 2 perspectives at once, exclusively on Twitter.
And he hits both of them this time.
I really think coming down the stretch here, I love the intensity from both
Marcus Smart brings the ball down the court. Kevin Durant with 19 points. Not going to get 30 tonight, I don't think.
And there's Claxton.
Claxton with the steal.
Claxton on the way.
Ooh. Hard foul by Smart. Are they going to look at this one?
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. They're not even going to look at it.
He did get all ball.
Was that all ball?
But another turnover.
Maybe. I thought it was on his arm.
The offenses
Yeah, it was all ball.
The playmakers need to adjust.
How did he hurt his shoulder?
Nobody's giving you a pass. They're not giving you a dribble. And they're not giving you any space. You've got to adjust.
He did get a lot of ball. A lot of ball. Claxton at the free throw line. Claxton missed 2 earlier. He's going to miss 1 this time. 85-81. Every time Boston gets close, even tie it up, Brooklyn pulls away.
Absolutely. They both shooting 50s.
All right. Claxton's got this one. Swish. Oh, my gosh. Misses everything. Claxton missed everything right there. Whoa.
That came out of his hand.
It did, and Marcus Smart turned the ball over, but ended up saving the points, and they're right back to where they were.
White gets it to Pritchard. Pritchard and White on the court now. He gets that to Brown. Brown, crossover dribble. Step back. Off the mark. Rebound. Claxton gets that over to Brown. Now Dragic out there in the game. I don't know. He may have cooled down now. Durant sets the screen. And now they take a little time there. Finally get it to Durant. He has a shorter White on him. Skip past to Patty Mills. Now Dragic behind the back. Only 2 seconds left. He had to throw that one up with his left hand. Bank shot. No good. But Brown gets the rebound. Back to Patty Mills for 3. And Patty Mills drains it and said, let's go back. Get on defense, guys. Now White for Boston has the ball. Thinks about driving. He does. Gets in the lane. turns the circle, gets it to Pritchard. Pritchard, step back, 2 is good. 88-83, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Durant, the slender guy, has a shorter Pritchard on it. He gave it up to Patty Mills, and Pritchard is called for a foul. Yeah, they're calling it a little bit tighter now. A lot tighter than they did the last game.
Running in from the three-point line. Nobody blocks out guys running in. He does it all the time.
And Brooklyn's in the bonus, so that sends Kevin Durant to the line.
He had 2 hands on him. Again, something that was not called for over
The
2
first game.
Players are making the adjustments here. It was called tightly as Durant knocks another one down.
Durant hits the first free throw, 89-83.
Started at 225, currently at 230 and a half for the total points. 65-50.
Kevin Durant hits both.
Brooklyn led by 10. There was a run by
Once again, Boston 1-0 in this series. They have the first game won. White, slow motion, walks it down, but misses and gets that to Pritchard. Pritchard kicks it to White. White thought about the 3. Now he has Claxton on him. Gets that back to Jaylen Brown behind the basket, behind the legs, through the legs, behind the back, all the way to the basket, lays it in. Brown, 85 to 90.
But give Steve Nash a heck of a lot of credit for changing that matchup tonight and putting Brown on.
13 seconds left in the third.
He's got an outstanding
Dragic with the ball up top, being guarded by White. He picks up his dribble, gets that to the slender man. Back to Dragic. Dragic's been thrown a grenade. Back to Durant. Durant gets it off, and it's short. There's no movement. I mean, I understand. It's just like when I watched the Hornets. I know it's like, hey, let's go one-on-one, hold the ball, and take the last shot. I got you. I understand that, but bro, why does everybody else have to stand around and watch? Move. So if you get in trouble, maybe somebody else will can do a back door. All right, this game has gotten interesting, has become interesting. It was already interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, to me, this is definitely a must win for Brooklyn. It's going to be really hard for Brooklyn, even though they have the next 2 games in Brooklyn, to beat these Celtics, because Celtics do one thing that a lot of other teams don't do well, and that's play defense. So even if they are having an off game offensively, they can still come out and stop other teams. And everybody knows that Brooklyn, one of the worst things that Brooklyn does is play defense. That's one of their downfalls is defense. But tonight they are staying in this because your top scorer for the Celtics is not having a good night offensively. That is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has 12 points. 12 points after 3 quarters. Al Horford has 16 points. Tice has 15. Jaylen Brown has 12. And off the bench, Williams has 17 points. So there's other guys that are carrying the team right here tonight. And it shows you how important defense is. And if you can see right in this little corner right here, I don't know if I'm going to get copyrighted, so I'm going to do this right here. But the defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart, is on the floor, and he is definitely leading the team. Marcus Smart has never been the offensive leader. And man, I wish my team, the Hornets, could just get somebody that could just be the defensive leader. You know, Martin's not bad, but I mean, just one of those guys that actually does a little scoring. If one of those guys, whether it is LaMelo, whether it is Rozier, you know, if one of those guys would just say, look, guys, we have got to focus on defense. I'll tell you, the Hornets would definitely make the playoffs, and they'd give people fits, I think. But until that happens, until you get a coach in there that focuses on defense, until you can turn the culture around and say, hey, great defense is going to turn into offense, guys, until you can get them to believe that, the Hornets are going to be right there, 9 and 10, and until LaMelo leaves in 2 years. And once he leaves, unless we draft somebody, good, we'll drop back down to being a sub 10 team. All right, back to live action. Seth Curry playing a pretty good game tonight, also offensively. Pritchard, long three is no good. Patty Mills has not shot the ball well here lately. Curry picks up his dribble. He gets it to Dragic. Dragic, then guarded by Pritchard. Dragic was hot when he came off the bench in the first. He misses this one. Rebound, White. Now he's fouled by Kyrie Irving. 93-85. Brooklyn still has a little bit of stiff arm right there on Boston. The fourth quarter just started if you're getting here late. Thank you guys. 3 people in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Jaylen Brown goes behind the back, tries to do a reverse layup, misses. Rebound Claxton. Kyrie Irving gets the ball to Curry, and now Dragic. He can't hit this one. Dragic is cooled off big time. Now Pritchard brings the ball down for Brooklyn. Stolen by Dragic. Curry brings the ball down. Curry pulls up. He's short on the jumper. Rebound by Pritchard. 93-85. Pritchard wants to take Claxton. Ooh, step back. And sinks that one. Pritchard is a scorer. Kevin Durant on the bench taking a little break. Kyrie Irving now out there. And Steve Nash calls a timeout.
47 left. We'll keep an eye on Durant. About Peyton Pritchard coming up with a big bucket as he shook Claxton.
Ooh, don't like that music. Get out of here. All right, so we have another timeout on the court. Yeah, horrible music. There we go. A little bit different. All right, been a very interesting game. Again, the Nets are going to have to win this one. If the Nets don't win this one, it's a wrap for them. I think. I don't think the Nets have it in them to come back from 2 games down and win the series. Not against this Celtics team. And the other interesting thing is we're talking about the Nets with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Possibly Ben Simmons. We don't know what Ben Simmons is going to do when he gets out there. He hasn't played basketball competitively in almost a year. You know, really, if you count the summer, it's been more than a year. So we don't know what he's going to do when he gets out there. Got him down as a point guard, biggest point guard in the league right now, 6'10". But hasn't seen the floor. I think he has back issues, but there's some speculation that he may be able to play in game number 4. Now, we may be able to see him if that is true, but the Nets gonna have to win this game before that happens. Well, we can still see him in game 4, but if the Nets don't win this one, even though they're going to Boston, going back to Brooklyn, it's gonna be kind of hard, I think, for them to win the series. Now they may win that first game back in Brooklyn, but then they'll end up losing the second one, I think. So we could possibly see him in that 4th game, possibly, but I wouldn't bet on it. But I think the Nets got to win this one to have a chance to win the series. All right, that's why this one is so interesting to me. And then, like I was saying, you've got the Celtics with Tatum and Smart, Horford, those guys on the court, and then you have Kyrie Irving and Durant on the other team. And at the end of this series, one of those teams are going to be gone out first round. I mean, you know, think of that. Think of the implications. It doesn't really matter. But just think, both of these teams are decent teams, and one of them is going to be out first round. All right, we're back. Yeah, Brooklyn's doing a great job rebounding. Ooh, Curry puts a crossover dribble on the defender, but he can't finish. Before that, Kevin Durant had a shot, missed that one. Will Kevin Durant have like three games where he's subpar offensively? I doubt it. So if they can hang on, Jaylen Brown hits a 3 for the Celtics. If Brooklyn can hang on, I think we're going to see like one of our best games from Durant in Brooklyn. Well, regardless, we're going to see one of the best offensive games from Durant in Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving, crossover dribble, pulls up at the free throw line, rolls out. Drummond can't secure the rebound. Pritchard comes out of there with it. A 2-point game. Pritchard kicks it to Brown. Brown thought about the 3. And he scores. This one is tied up once again. No foul call on that one. A lot of body. 92-92 with 8:18 left on the clock in this game. Brooklyn usually scores here. Kevin Durant loses this one out of bounds. Just not the same Kevin Durant here lately for some reason or another. A few minutes ago, I mentioned Tatum. I mentioned Al Horford. Didn't mention Brown. I knew there was another guy. The Celtics can take the lead for the first time. Period. Pritchard crossover dribble, 3-point shot goes up, and he sinks it. Boston's come all the way back to take a 2-point lead. Maybe that was a 2-point shot. Drummond dribbled all the way down and kicked that one out. Brown missed the three-point shot. Kyrie gets the rebound, but the reaching hands of the defense, aggressive defense, caused Irvin to bounce that ball out of bounds. Now Pritchard being guarded by Brown. He kicks it over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with Kyrie on him. Kyrie reaching. Jaylen Brown just too strong for him. All the way down and lays that in. It is now a 4-point lead by the Celtics. Durant is blocked. Another block. How many times is Tatum going to block his shot in this series? Irvin pulls up and says, "Shh, I got you." 2-point game, 94-96. And Kyrie got that look in his eye like, I got you now, guys. That one fell. I got you now. Pritchard, crossover dribble behind the back. Oh, almost shook Curry. Now he gets it down to Tatum, who got to throw it up. It's off the mark, but Celtics get a rebound by Williams. Williams had a lot of big plays today. Brown pulls up for a three. Brown hits a three. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Boston. No, uh-oh, Brooklyn. It may have awakened the sleeping giant. Now Kyrie Irving has Williams on him. He gets it to Durant. Durant's just not, he's not there offensively. Fall-away jumper comes out again. Brown had his hands on it. That was Bruce Brown, but he could not secure the rebound. Now Pritchard comes out there with the rebound, says calm down a little bit. Here comes Tatum. He gets that over to Al Horford. Backing down Drummond. Drummond reaches over and is called for a foul. Don't look at that. It was over the back. They're going to call it every time, baby. Yeah, they're going to call it every time. Easy call. Timeout on the floor. What an interesting game, ladies and gentlemen, this has turned out to be. And with all the implications that one of these teams is going to be gone.
Even when there's nobody there to see it. You can't see yourself.
All right. Pretty sweet game we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty sweet game. Kevin Durant, 21 points. Brown has 18. That is Bruce Brown, 18. Drummond, 5 points. And only 4 rebounds. Kyrie Irving, 10 points. Curry, 16 points. You knew you'd have to have it out of those guys, but they aren't the guys that's doing all the scoring. Actually, Kevin Durant's not playing badly. He's not hitting that shot like he usually hits, but he is He does have 21 points. Curry has 16. Dragic came off the bench. All his 16 points were in the first half. Kyrie Irving has 10. Jason Tatum only 12 points. Horford 16. Tice 15. Brown. This is Jaylen Brown now has 22. He's hit a couple of threes in the fourth quarter. Williams has 17. White 3. Pritchard 6 points. I don't think anybody is in major foul trouble. Not with 5 minutes and 14 seconds. A couple of guys on the Nets with 4, and a couple of guys on the Celtics with 4. Nobody has 5. Kyrie Irving to the basket, misses the layup. Now Pritchard brings it down. Pritchard gets that to Brown. Brown kicks it to Horford for 3 off, and it is rebounded. Durant comes out of there. He's fouled early by Williams. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left. Nobody in the bonus right now. Michael Smitty, what's going on? This would be a big win for Boston if they go up 2. I mean, yeah, that's what I've been saying, Mike. If I just can't see Brooklyn winning this series if they don't win this game. It's just going to be hard for me to believe that they can win it. Kyrie Irving, step back 2, off. He cannot hit one. Jaylen Brown comes out of there for the Celtics with the ball. 94-99. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in this game. Tatum with the ball. Tatum drives. He kicks it to Smart. Smart is fouled. Misses the layup, though. A nice little baseline play. Remind me of Love and Manic. Fifth personal foul on Durant.
And Smart at the line, 79% free throw shooter this year, 3 out of 4 tonight. Boston by 6. A reminder that the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Sonic Brownie and Yellow Cake Batter Shakes. For a limited time only at Sonic. And by FTX.
Smart hits the first one.
You don't need to be.
And he hits both.
I've been here since 3:30 this afternoon, and you're going to do a Sonic spot right there?
Bruce Brown gets it to Durant. He's being accosted, and finally there's a foul call. I think that was on Horford.
Kevin Durant literally getting swarmed virtually every time he gets the ball.
Yep, anytime he gets it, they are going for it. Horford gets him on the arm right there.
So that's number 5 on
Kyrie gets it to Durant. Durant says, get out of here with that screen. He gets it to Brown. Brown short jumper is good.
Beautiful find, and Bruce Brown keeps stacking them up.
I wouldn't blitz out there.
Every time the Celtics would get close to Brooklyn, Brooklyn would have an answer for it. But here at the end of the fourth quarter, the Celtics were able to come all the way back and get that lead and extend the lead.
With a hold, takes us to
Steve Nash trying to will the boys to a win there. 96-101. 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection.
Can they win this game? I predicted that the Celtics will win again. Didn't look so promising there at the beginning of the game, but they have come all the way back. In other action, Philadelphia is trailing Toronto 55-62 in the third quarter. Could they be taking those guys for granted? Nah. Statistics. All right, Brooklyn all the way down from to 45.8% from 60% at halftime, and now the Celtics still in the 40s but shooting 49%. 3-point shooting, Brooklyn has hit 9. The Celtics have hit 10 3-pointers now. Free throw shooting, Brooklyn just a little bit better. 23 out of 29. Nets 21 out of 28 for 75%. Now the Celtics have a better free throw shooting percentage. Rebounding, Nets just 1 above. Turnovers 14, tied up. And we're back. Marcus Smart gets that ball to Tatum. Tatum drives into the lane. He's fouled this time.
The intensity is great, but the fact that you're playing hard is negated.
I thought maybe he lost this ball once again.
Steve Nash is going to call a timeout and challenge this. I don't
He's
think
not
there's
winning
any
that
way.
one,
It was
no.
a clear hack across the arm.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. Yeah,
Come
I
on,
mean,
Kyrie. You got the ball first, but you know they're going to call that.
They do get the timeout.
And we have yet another timeout because I think there's going to be a challenge, or at least they'll take a little time to take a look at this to see if they will challenge.
Yes, let's get it. Here, every game counts.
Coach Gary with one person in the chat. 2 people in the chat now. All right, I'm sure everybody that's in here has hit that like button, but you know I'm going to say it again. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate every one of the likes. Help me out here a little bit. Been a down night tonight. But that's okay. So we got timeout on the court. Brooklyn has led this all the way until about 2-3 minutes ago when the Celtics finally took the lead. They have not relinquished it yet. Five-point lead. And the foul stands.
Brooklyn loses the timeout. They lose their challenge.
They did challenge it. They lose a timeout and a challenge. Whew.
To 6.
It's a lot.
the formula for both of these teams, if they can get to it, it's not easy to come with the same kind of pressure
Tatum hits both of the free throws,
and be more
extending this lead. Now Brooklyn is going to have to hit. They're going to have to score each time down. They can't go empty possessions. And Durant, wide open jumper right there, usually hits that when he's off.
In the second half, with 4 turnovers in the second half.
96-103. Yeah, that was a good look. Now Tatum throws that bullet over there to Horford. 4 seconds left to shoot. He finally gets open and he finally hits one. It is now a 9-point lead with 2 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock.
And now Bruce Brown gets grabbing at his right ankle.
All right, Coach
Well, this
Nass.
happens on virtually every
You better
picture.
give that. Neither one of your boys is scoring.
The guy guarding the
Uh,
screener
so
pushes
I don't
him up
know.
a little bit.
Kevin Durant, I know is probably your go-to guy,
That was on the ball to get under the roll man.
but let's give Kyrie a little bit of. Let's give Kyrie a few chances.
This isn't much contact. This is, you can see there's almost nothing there.
Al Horford was at 5. Al Horford fouls out of the game.
Frustrating for players, really frustrating for Al Horford.
2 minutes and 42 seconds left in this one.
Go to the bench, and they have struggled with Tice on the floor defensively.
Hey, get it into Durant. I would say, hey, look to get it back to Kyrie, because they're not going to let Durant beat you. They're not going to let Durant beat us. He pulls up for 3. He misses once again. I'm saying he's not hitting the shot. Coach, why y'all forcing that play to him? He ain't going to hit it. Give it to Kyrie a couple of times. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. This could be the kill shot. Tatum being guarded by Dragic. 4 seconds. Tatum pulls up, and Tatum hits it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I mean, what are you going to do, Coach? No timeout. Well, there's some sort of a timeout. Tatum scores when it's needed. Only 24 years old.
Some huge three-pointers in crunch time in the playoffs in his career. Boston outscoring Brooklyn 23-6 in this quarter.
23-6 in the fourth quarter.
In this game until the 7:49 mark of this fourth quarter.
Give it back to Kyrie. Give it back to Kyrie. Durant goes to the basket. He's fouled. Misses the free throw. Misses the layup. Excuse me. So now he gets to go to the free throw line.
He said the heck with that. You've got an advantage on me on the dribble. I'm just going to raise up and knock it down. And this is the one thing Durant's been able to do tonight. This will be his 15th and 16th free throw attempts.
Yeah, Durant has scored from the free throw line. That's where he's doing all of his damage right there from the free throw line.
Durant this whack. I know he's missed some shots he should have made. He's 0 for 10 this out. He's got 4 turnovers.
Man, I just want to brush his hair.
Credit to Boston's defense.
All right, here we go. 97-108.
You can see why they're the number 1 defensive team in the
1 minute, 53 seconds left. If you ask me, in this game and possibly in the season for the Brooklyn Nets, I just can't see them winning this series if they lose this game. Now, Marcus Smart saying, hey, take your time. Tice for 3. Misses. Here comes Kevin Durant down the court. He's fouled on the play. Should have gave that up anyway. You've got 3 guys around you. You're still trying to dribble. Get that ball over to Kyrie Irving.
see what this Boston defense has done to Kevin Durant. No matter who's been on him, up and into him, and after a while, when you've made things
What a block.
even when you get a decent look, you see how they're swarming. You just never feel comfortable in the game. This is the only place.
10-point lead. Kevin Durant at the free throw line again. Once again, that's where he's getting all his points from the free throw line. I'm trying to remember a shot that he made from the floor, and I cannot. 24 points, and guarantee you 70% of those from the free throw line. Hey, but a point is a point. Marcus Smart being guarded by Kyrie Irving. They just want to run some time off the clock. 13 seconds to shoot. Marcus Smart picks up his dribble, tries to get that to Tatum. Tatum pushes Kyrie down. He goes to the basket, kicks that, and Smart's like, hey, I don't need to shoot, but he throws it up anyway. Oh, bank off the glass is open. and Smart and Brown have a look at that right, and that is that a right hand? Have a look at that left hand all the way down the court.
And Claxton, and he gets it in the basket. 10-point Boston lead.
How good does the shrimp come?
You know, it's good to see a left hand layup on the left hand side for a change.
Popeye's kind of good. So give it a try.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with a minute, less than a minute left, just about on this clock. It's a minute and 9 seconds left. 10-point lead by the Boston Celtics. One of the, if not the best defensive team in the league. I cannot see the Brooklyn Nets coming back and winning this one. The Brooklyn Nets had this game, had the lead in this game all the way up to about around 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. And boy, it just once the Celtics took the lead, they never relinquished it. It kept getting close and close, even tied the game, I think, at least 3 times. But Brooklyn would find a way to pull away. But this time, after the Boston Celtics took the lead, with about 7-some minutes left, the Nets have just not been able to score. Their 2 big scorers have not been able to score, and they are riding the back of Kevin Durant. And he's drawing fouls like crazy. I mean, if you want to talk about that, points are points, and he's getting them all from the free throw line. I'm talking like 70% of his shots, his points are coming from the free throw line. But when he's got wide open shots, even if he had to work to get him that little pull-up jumper, it's not going in. Not going in for him, and they're riding him. They're riding him. I've seen them come down every time, and they're looking for Kevin Durant. Even though Kyrie Irving torched those guys in the last game, like, I'd mix it up, bro. I have to mix it up. I know you want it. I know you want the ball in his hands, but dude, mix it up, coach. Especially if a boy ain't hitting it. But I guess coach is saying, hey, at least he's getting fouls. He's getting fouled, so points are points. Full court pressure. Jaylen Brown with the ball. He finds Pritchard under the basket for the layup. And this is all but academic, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Durant not looking for anybody, even though there's 2 guys on him. Brown in the corner hits another 3. I'm saying they settle for these guys even when they're not hot, and not looking for anybody else, and it just doesn't work. But I guess you got to go, like, if you got Kevin Durant on your team, like, you got to go through him, right? Can't say, hey, and Pritchard scores again, so it doesn't matter about that 3-pointer that that Brooklyn hit, because if you're gonna let those guys score at the end of the game, that's what happened last time. You got a chance to win. You gotta do whatever it takes to stop a guy getting to the basket. Tatum got all the way to the basket, scored, and that was it for the first game. And here in this one, Brooklyn's inability to stop you defensively is coming through, and so when they are not hot offensively, when your 2 big scorers are not hot, it's just kind of hard to win. What's up, guys? I'm back. Sorry about that. Dennis called, and we was going back and forth. Wow. Oh no, my Nets are losing. This can't be. Nope, can't be good, because it's about over. It's over, Jackson. It's over, and I'm telling you, I personally don't think that Brooklyn has what it takes to win this series. I don't. With a 2-game lead, and we're talking about we're talking about Celtics. It's going to be kind of hard for Brooklyn, even though Brooklyn has 2 games at home. I think they win 1. Brooklyn's going to win the next game, but the Boston Celtics will win the next 2 games after that, and it'll be over. I don't know if Boston. I don't know if Brooklyn can win in Boston. Hello, new here. Let's go Nets. Yeah, well they're gonna have to wake up. They're not gonna win it this time. Taylor, what's going on, Taylor Henderson? 107, 114, 16 seconds on the clock. Jason Tatum brings it down. It's like he'll just dribble it out. Yeah, it's a 7-point game, but with 5.6 seconds left on the clock, that's it. This is academic, ladies and gentlemen. So Brooklyn, what's up, Camilo? Hello, Coach. I'm from Brooklyn. What's going on? Your Brooklyn Nets. Your Brooklyn Nets caught an L today. There, Camilo. Yep. And it was a decent game. It was a pretty decent game, but uh
Okay, this is a freezer.
Boston Celtics are just too good. I mean, they're defensively, offensively, and Tatum did not have a great game, a great scoring game today. But when it came down to it, once the Celtics were able to get in the lead to take that lead, uh, Brooklyn was just could not do anything about it. Brooklyn held the lead until about 7 minutes. I'm talking Brooklyn started out with a 9-0 run by Brown. Who's your guy? Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown scored all 9 points. He was the leading scorer in the game there for a while. And Brooklyn held the lead all the way until about 7 minutes on the clock. Once the Celtics took the lead, they never relinquished it. I've said that about 8 times. And like I said, it's going to be kind of hard for Brooklyn to win this series now. Yep, it's going to be kind of hard. The series, however, does go to Brooklyn the next game. When was that? I guess that'll be Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday. The game is going to be played in Brooklyn. So Brooklyn, home court advantage, may win this third game. I'm thinking they'll win the third game, and after that, I don't know. I don't see Brooklyn winning another game. You know, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving going to have to get hot together, and one other guy. It may be Curry. Curry didn't have a bad game then. Let's just take a look at that before you guys get out of here. Or before I get out of here. By the way, at the end of the third, 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Toronto leads Philly 73-69. Here is the box score. Here are the box scores. Kevin Durant ended up with 27 points. 27 points. Most of those from the free throw line. Let's see. Here you go. Free throw. 18 of 20. 18 of 20 from the floor. He was 4 of 17. 1 of 2 for 3. That's not great. That's not good. Not good. 42 minutes, but most of his points came from the free throw line. 27 points. Brown ended up with 23 points. He went 8 of 12 from the floor. He hit 3 or 4 from the 3-point line and 100% from the free throw line. Drummond only had 5 points, but he only had 5 points and 4 rebounds. Come on now. He's playing like Mason Plumlee. Let's go. Kyrie Irving was only able to score 10 points after that big 40 some point game in the first game. So I wasn't expecting him to play as well this time. He was 4 of 13 from the floor. Look, 4 of 17, 4 of 13. 40 minutes. Free throws, he hit both of them. Curry, 31 minutes, he had 16 points. Kyrie Irving did out rebound everybody on their team with 8 rebounds. Let's go, guys. What is this about? 8 rebounds. By the smallest guy on your court, on your team. Off the bench, Dragic Dragic had 18 points. He scored 16 in the first half. But then the Celtics, Tatum ended up with 19 points. He struggled scoring there, but he scored when it was important. Right at the end of the game, there he started going off. He 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. He was 5 of 16 from the floor, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Al Horford had 16 points before he fouled out. Tice had 15 points. Smart 12 points. Only 1 rebound, but he had 5 assists. And his job was to play defense anyway, which he did. Brown had 22 points, had a pretty good offensive game there, especially in the second half. 2 of 6 from the 3-point line. He was 9 of 18 from the floor, 50% there. Williams played a great game. Off the bench with 17 points, 6 rebounds. Look, 4 offensive rebounds. All right, so great job by the Celtics to win this game. 7 point. Am I right? 7. Yeah. No. Yeah, 7-point lead. 7-point game there. And then you have your statistics right there. There's your field goal percentage. Brooklyn was shooting 63% in the first half. They ended up shooting 60% in the first half and ended the game with 46, while the Celtics went up to 52. There's your 3-point shooting. Brooklyn hit 10. The Celtics ended up hitting 11. Free throw shooting. Boston 80%. And Brooklyn shot 79, so that was very close. Turnovers exactly the same, 14, and just did not work out for the Brooklyn Nets today, and that is not good. As a couple of you have said, it is not good for Brooklyn because they now have to come back being 2 games down, tie it up, and then go past. And then win 2 more. So is that going to be possible? So we're coming back. That's good. Oh man, we lost. Well, we're definitely not coming back. I don't think. No, you're not. You're not coming back tonight. But you've got a chance because the game, the series goes to Brooklyn. The next game. Next game goes to Brooklyn. Let's see, it's right behind me here. So 2-0 for the Celtics. And this game is going to be played on the 23rd. The next game is going to be played on the 23rd. It's going to be played in Brooklyn. So it's Saturday. All right, so that's how it goes tonight. I'm going to sit back here now and relax and check out this Bulls game. See who wins this one. Can't even give you a prediction on who I think is going to win this one. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'll check you guys out next time. If you have not hit that like button, you're just chilling in the bushes, go ahead and hit that like button before we leave. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm Coach Gary. Peace out.